The most dangerous man isn't the one praised by the crowd. It's the one who stands firm, all on his own. Picture this: someone standing apart, unmoved by the chaos around them. That's not weakness. It's raw, unshakable strength. A strength forged in stillness, a power that most people fear to even face. In this video, we'll reveal why being alone isn't just a state of mind. It's a superpower that can change your life. Solitude isn't your enemy. It's a profound ally if you learn to truly embrace it. Society often casts doubt on being alone, but think about it. Could what others fear most actually be your greatest hidden strength? Before we dive in, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss content about Stoicism and personal growth. If this video speaks to you, leave a comment with the number 1. If you think I can improve, drop a 2. I value your feedback and want to keep getting better. Let's uncover the true power of solitude together. Imagine a world where being alone is feared, seen as something to avoid at all costs. But what if I told you that solitude holds the key to unlocking limitless personal power? We live in a society where solitude is misunderstood, labeled as weakness, failure, or even an unhealthy way to live. Yet the real weakness lies in fearing it. That fear, it's what's holding you back from reaching your greatest potential. It's time to shift that perspective. Think about it. Does constantly maintaining social connections, filling your days with endless interactions, truly help you? Or is it quietly pulling you further away from your true self? When was the last time you spent time completely alone, without distractions? No phone, no social media, no chatter from others. For most people, the answer is probably never, and that's the problem. In today's hyper-connected world, we've forgotten the power of solitude. Society has taught us that being alone means being lonely, that silence equals emptiness. But the truth? It's the complete opposite. Spending time alone isn't just important, it's essential. It gives you the space to build resilience, unlock your creativity, deepen your self-awareness. Society pushes constant interaction, offering temporary comfort. But that comfort? It's often just a mask. It hides insecurities, distracts you from your true thoughts, and keeps you from confronting the real challenges needed for growth. Imagine this: you're treading water in a shallow sea. Sure, you're staying afloat, but you'll never dive deep enough to uncover the treasures hidden below. That's what happens when you cling to constant connection instead of truly understanding yourself. But here's the magic. When you embrace solitude, when you face it head-on, it transforms you. When you embrace solitude, something extraordinary happens. Your inner voice, the one that's often drowned out by the noise of the world, begins to resonate with clarity. The endless opinions, the weight of societal expectations, they start to fade away. And in that quiet space, you discover a profound awareness of yourself. You begin to see your true desires, your fears, and your motivations with startling clarity. This self-awareness isn't just eye-opening, it's transformative. It allows you to connect deeply with who you are, unlocking the power to make decisions that are truly yours. Free from the pressures of others, you start to trust your instincts, guiding your life based on your own core values. No longer are you a supporting character in someone else's story. You take the pen in your hand and become the author of your life's journey. With this newfound self-mastery, you make choices that align perfectly with your deepest aspirations. Now, imagine facing life's challenges, not with fear, but with confidence and calm. You begin to realize that the strength to overcome any obstacle has always been within you. That is the gift solitude unlocks, a vast inner strength waiting to rise. And that's only the beginning. Solitude opens the door to untapped potential. In those quiet, undisturbed moments, big ideas take shape, creativity blooms, and true personal transformation begins. Think about it. Many of history's greatest thinkers, artists, and innovators credit their moments of solitude as the catalysts for their most groundbreaking achievements. It was in silence that they found inspiration to not only transform themselves, but also leave their mark on the world. So why do so many people fear and resist solitude? The answer is simple. Solitude forces us to confront ourselves. In that stillness, our fears, our shortcomings, and the weight of unfulfilled dreams rise to the surface. Instead of facing them, we choose distraction, filling our days with social obligations, endless entertainment, or fleeting tasks. But by avoiding these moments, we unknowingly rob ourselves of the chance to grow and discover who we truly are. Embracing solitude doesn't mean isolating yourself or becoming a recluse. It's about balance, creating a sacred space for reflection, for growth, and for building a deeper connection with yourself. When you start to value moments of solitude, you'll uncover a hidden strength that has always been within you. Imagine this. Your relationships deepen because you bring your truest self to them. Your work thrives as creative ideas emerge from moments of quiet reflection. And most importantly, you achieve a profound sense of inner peace, a calm so steady no external circumstance can shake it. Yet even with this incredible potential, many of us shy away from solitude. Why? Why does society teach us to fear being alone? The truth is, solitude forces us to confront our inner battles. In that quiet space, there's nowhere to hide. Your deepest thoughts, your unspoken fears, they surface, demanding your attention. But here's the beauty. When you face them head-on, they reveal the path to profound self-awareness and growth. It's in these challenges, in the struggle and the pain, that life's most valuable rewards are found. This is the power of solitude, to transform fear into strength and discomfort into growth. So, are you ready to face yourself? To walk this journey of self-discovery and uncover the incredible rewards waiting on the other side? Imagine this. You're alone, left with nothing but your thoughts. No phone, no TV, no distractions. At first it feels unbearably uncomfortable. Your mind races from one thought to the next, and an almost irresistible urge bubbles up to do something, anything, just to break the silence. This is the first challenge of solitude. It's not easy, but this is where the real work begins. As time passes, something starts to shift. The noise in your mind begins to settle. But then a new kind of battle begins. You're forced to confront yourself. The thoughts you've been avoiding, the regrets, the fears, the doubts, begin to surface. They rise one by one, demanding your attention. These inner demons that you've pushed aside in the busyness of life. In solitude, there's no escape. There's nowhere to hide. Ask yourself, have you ever truly faced these thoughts? In the constant rush of life, it's so easy to ignore them, filling your time with work, scrolling through social media, or checking off another item on your to-do list. But in solitude, you're left with no choice but to acknowledge them. Solitude is like holding up a mirror to your soul, and sometimes what you see in that reflection can feel deeply uncomfortable. But this is where the magic happens. When you allow yourself to sit with these emotions, to truly feel them, something extraordinary begins. You start to understand them. You see patterns in your thinking. You uncover the roots of your fears and doubts, challenging the beliefs that have silently held you back for so long. This is the essence of self-reflection, a powerful skill that drives profound personal growth. Science tells us that self-reflection activates the parts of your brain responsible for introspection and self-awareness. It's like a mental workout, building your inner resilience and strength. The more you practice, the stronger those neural connections in your brain become. With every moment of self-reflection, you gain greater clarity, build confidence, and take a step closer to mastering your mind. Solitude isn't your enemy. It's an opportunity, a chance to face yourself, to understand yourself, and to transcend yourself. As you embark on your inner journey, resistance will inevitably arise. Your mind will try to distract you, luring you back to the comfortable pull of old habits. You might feel an urge to give up, to escape back into the noise and distractions of daily life. This is completely normal. It's your mind's way of shielding you from discomfort. But here's the truth. Real transformation happens when you push through that resistance. Picture your mind as a locked door. Behind it lies a profound understanding of who you truly are, a reservoir of untapped potential. The key to unlocking this door isn't given, it's forged. And it's forged in the fire of solitude and self-reflection. Each time you choose to sit with your thoughts, to confront your fears and inner battles, you shape that key. You take one step closer to unlocking a version of yourself that you may have never believed possible. The strength you gain from winning these battles is unlike anything else. It's not the fleeting confidence that comes from external praise. It's not the temporary happiness of short-lived success. It's something far more profound, a deep, unshakable confidence, born from truly knowing yourself. You become less reactive to the chaos around you because you understand your inner motivations and triggers. Wiser in your decisions, making choices that align with your deepest values and goals. Now, imagine how this inner strength could transform your outer world. When you know who you are and what you want, you're no longer swept along by societal expectations or the noise of life. Instead, you move through the world with calm, clarity, and power. This journey won't be easy, but the rewards, they're worth every ounce of effort you invest. So, I'll ask you, are you ready to face the resistance? To unlock the most powerful version of yourself and transform your life from the inside out? Imagine walking into a room filled with people who don't seek anyone's approval. They don't need to. Their quiet confidence is unmistakable, a strength that radiates from within, unspoken yet undeniable. Now picture yourself facing challenges at work or in your personal life. But this time, you carry a new kind of resilience. You've endured tougher battles fought and won in the silence of your own mind. This is the power of solitude and self-reflection. It's not always comfortable, it's rarely easy, but those who embrace this journey, those who dare to face themselves in the quiet moments, become truly formidable. Not because they threaten others, but because they've conquered their greatest opponent, themselves. This inner strength changes everything. When you no longer fear being alone, a new world opens up to you. Opportunities emerge, bold ideas take shape, and you start to realize a boundless potential that was always there, waiting to be unlocked. The journey of self-discovery through solitude doesn't just transform you, it ripples into every part of your life. Breakthrough. Ideas flow effortlessly from moments of quiet reflection. Your relationships deepen as you show up as your most authentic self. Your work becomes fueled by a powerful well of creativity and clarity. Have you ever wondered why your best ideas come when you're alone? Imagine a quiet room, free from distractions, just you and your thoughts. That's where the magic happens. Think back to the last time you tried solving a tough problem in a noisy office or a bustling cafe. Was it truly effective? Now compare that to the clarity you found when you were alone, in a still, quiet space where your mind could focus without interruptions. In solitude, your creativity is unlocked. The greatest ideas don't come from chasing the world's noise. They rise from the silence when you're fully tuned into yourself. So I ask you, are you ready to explore the creative power that lies in solitude? Imagine having uninterrupted hours to dive deep into your own thoughts. No distractions, no notifications, just you and the freedom to explore the depths of your mind. This is what experts call deep work, the ability to focus completely on tasks that demand creativity and profound thinking. In today's hyper-connected world, we're constantly caught in a flood of pings, messages, and the relentless pressure to stay online. But is this constant connectivity really helping you, or is it quietly stifling your creativity? When you're endlessly reacting to others' demands, there's no room for your own original ideas to take root. Now, contrast that with the quiet moments of solitude. In those moments, your mind is free to wander. It starts to make unexpected connections, uncovering patterns you hadn't noticed before. It's like wiping away the fog from a mirror. Suddenly, everything becomes sharp, clear, and full of possibility. But solitude doesn't just sharpen your thoughts. It elevates your creativity and problem-solving to extraordinary heights. Alone, you're free from the weight of expectations. You're no longer bound by what others think. You can explore bold, unconventional ideas without fear of judgment. In this space, your mind takes risks it wouldn't dare take in a crowd. Think about it. Some of the most groundbreaking ideas in history were born in solitude. Inventors tinkering away in their garages, quietly building creations that would change the world. Writers retreating to isolated cabins, carefully crafting words that would inspire millions. These moments of quiet weren't just part of their process, they were the key to their success. Solitude isn't just a state, it's a powerful tool. It grants you the freedom to uncover your true creative potential, a potential you might not even know you possess. So, I'll ask you, are you ready to embrace this power, to step into the quiet and discover what you're truly capable of? Creating a masterpiece that touches millions isn't a stroke of luck. It's the result of deep focus and precious moments of solitude. Now, imagine if you could harness that same power. Picture this. You have the ability to transform ordinary thoughts into extraordinary ideas, to solve problems others have long abandoned, simply by giving yourself the gift of uninterrupted thinking. But let's be honest, solitude isn't easy. In today's hyper-connected world, stepping away from the constant stream of social media, endless notifications, and the pressure to always be present takes more than intention, it takes courage. The pull to check your phone, the fear of missing out, or the worry that others may perceive you as distant can feel overwhelming. Yet, history shows us that the greatest creators were the ones unafraid to step away from the crowd. They understood that true creativity demands space, both physical and mental. So, how can you tap into the power of solitude? Start small. Take intentional steps. Dedicate just 30 minutes each day to uninterrupted thinking. Turn off your phone, close your email, and allow your mind the freedom to wander. You'll be amazed at what emerges. When your mind isn't battling distractions, ideas that once felt out of reach suddenly come into focus. Complex problems unravel as though they were simply waiting for you to notice them. But solitude doesn't just create ideas, it refines them. In those quiet moments you can test your ideas, molding them into something greater. Push them to their limits, exploring new angles. Take risks without the immediate pressure of judgment or criticism. Think of solitude as your mental laboratory. Here, you're free to experiment, fail, retry, and venture down paths no one else can see. This freedom is priceless in the creative process. It's where you push your boundaries, uncover hidden possibilities, and expand your potential beyond limits. When you fully embrace moments of solitude, you'll discover that your creativity knows no bounds. Are you ready to step into this space and unlock the most innovative version of yourself? Imagine this. Ideas that once felt out of reach suddenly fall into place. Problems that puzzled you for years now seem to unravel with elegant clarity. This is the true alchemy of solitude, the power to transform the ordinary thoughts of daily life into the gold of innovation. But here's a deeper question. If solitude is so powerful that it can ignite ideas and solve problems, how does it impact your relationships? You might fear that too much time alone could weaken your connections with others. But what if the opposite were true, from solitude to genuine connection? Imagine a world where those with the strongest relationships are the ones who value solitude the most. It might seem counterintuitive, but what if this paradox holds the secret to building deep, authentic relationships? Society often paints the loner as isolated, distant, or hard to approach. We're constantly told that happiness lies in staying connected, in always being on. But what if that's only part of the story? Picture a person completely at ease with themselves. They don't seek validation from others. They don't crave attention or pity. Instead, they're grounded in their own company, confident in who they are. This isn't isolation, it's inner strength. Solitude nurtures deep connection. What's fascinating is that the strength cultivated in solitude doesn't push people away. It draws them closer. Why? Because humans are naturally drawn to those who radiate confidence, self-worth, and certainty in themselves. Authentic relationships aren't built on neediness or desperation. They flourish when two whole, independent individuals come together. When you're comfortable being alone, you bring a unique, magnetic energy into your connections. The power of solitude in building relationships. You're no longer driven by others' expectations. This frees you to approach relationships with honesty and ease. You don't depend on others for validation, removing pressure and creating space for genuine connection. You become a better listener, fully present and focused on understanding others instead of proving yourself. Far from isolating you, solitude becomes the foundation for your deepest relationships. When you know yourself, you create space to truly know and understand others. Building bonds from inner strength. Think about this. When you step into relationships from a place of inner strength rather than lack, you don't just connect, you forge unbreakable bonds. Solitude isn't just a journey inward, it's also the key to building relationships that are richer, deeper, and more authentic than you ever imagined. When you embrace the power of solitude, you don't just find yourself, you unlock the ability to create connections that transform your life and the lives of those around you. When you embrace solitude, something remarkable happens. You stop trying to fill the void or seeking approval from others. Instead, you bring your true, unfiltered self to the table. Ask yourself, are your current relationships built on mutual understanding and respect, or are they simply a way to avoid feeling lonely? Solitude helps you refine your relationships. Spending intentional time alone sharpens your ability to choose who you share your life with. You gain clarity about surrounding yourself with people who genuinely align with your values and aspirations. Let's clear up a common misconception. Solitude doesn't mean isolating yourself or cutting ties with the world. It's about finding balance and understanding that time alone isn't just okay, it's essential for personal growth. And paradoxically, solitude is what empowers you to create deeper, stronger connections with others. A confident and authentic presence. Imagine entering every interaction with a sense of calm, inner strength, and confidence. You're no longer desperate for approval or validation. You simply show up as yourself, authentic, unapologetic, and complete. Whether others accept or reject you no longer dictates your sense of self-worth. This kind of presence is magnetic. It draws people toward you in ways neediness never could. You become less reliant on toxic relationships that stem from a fear of loneliness. You're willing to let go of situations that no longer serve you, creating space for relationships that are truly meaningful. Inner peace enables genuine connection. When you find peace within yourself, you unlock the ability to be more empathetic and an active listener, no longer distracted by your own insecurities or the need for validation. Be fully present in your relationships, offering the kind of thoughtful connection that many people long for but rarely experience. Think about the last time someone truly heard you, when you felt deeply understood. Chances are that person wasn't trying to fill every silence or seeking your approval. Instead, they carried a quiet confidence, the kind that comes from being comfortable in their own skin. Solitude, the key to authentic connection. By embracing solitude, you don't just improve yourself, you elevate your relationships. You connect from a place of completeness, not need or fear. And that's what makes your connections richer, more genuine, and more meaningful than ever before. What if the secret to becoming a social magnet isn't about collecting friends like trophies or being the center of attention at every party? Imagine this. The real power lies in developing such a strong sense of self that you become a beacon of authenticity in a world overflowing with superficial connections. This is the power of solitude, not isolation, not loneliness, but the intentional cultivation of inner strength and self-awareness, a power that allows you to connect with others on a level that's deep, meaningful, and enduring. The journey begins with you. This transformation doesn't start with others. It starts with you. It begins when you're willing to sit with your thoughts and emotions, finding peace and comfort in your own company. From this foundation of confidence and self-acceptance, you'll notice something incredible. The quality of your relationships will shift profoundly. The deepest connections stem from inner strength. Unbreakable relationships, rooted in mutual respect and authenticity, don't come from trying to impress others or seeking their approval. They emerge from the realization that you are enough, exactly as you are. Picture this. Every moment you spend in solitude is an opportunity to strengthen your mind, refine your thoughts, and challenge outdated beliefs. In those quiet moments, you're not just building inner strength, you're laying the foundation for deeper, more meaningful connections with others. Solitude is not weakness, it's power. Think of solitude as a forge, shaping your inner strength, a laboratory where bold ideas are born, a sanctuary where your authentic self can flourish. How solitude leads to true connection. Here's the magic of solitude. It doesn't pull you away from others. Instead, it enables you to bring your whole, authentic self into every interaction. You stop seeking validation. You stop trying to fit in. Instead, you simply show up, genuine, confident, and fully present. Reflect on this. When did we start believing that solitude was a weakness? Now imagine seeing it for what it truly is, an untapped strength. Cherish the quiet moments. In those moments of stillness, you're building an unshakable foundation of inner peace. You're challenging yourself to grow in ways you never thought possible. And here's the most beautiful part. This strength doesn't isolate you. It draws you closer to others, not because you need their approval, but because you offer them the truest, most complete version of yourself. A new perspective. Solitude isn't avoidance. It's preparation. It's the key to connecting with the world in a way that's deep, genuine, and unbreakable. When you embrace solitude, you'll find it not only transforms you, but also elevates your relationships, making them richer and more fulfilling than ever before. Embrace the quiet. Embrace the transformation. Take a moment and truly listen to yourself. In the stillness, when the noise of the outside world fades, you come face to face with the essence of who you are, your fears, your limitations, and the deepest desires of your soul. It's in solitude that your inner strength awakens, not to diminish you, but to help you grow, to transform into a version of yourself that is unshakable, resilient, and true. Solitude is not your enemy. It's an opportunity, a sacred space to understand yourself, to hear the quiet truths that are so often drowned out by life's relentless chaos. When you embrace solitude, you cultivate a confidence that is profound and unwavering, a genuine power that no one can take away. You don't just change in solitude, you become. You bring forth the truest, most formidable version of yourself. So, don't fear solitude. Welcome it as a friend. Step into the quiet with courage and an open heart, because on the other side of the silence, your true potential awaits. So what will you do next? Will you learn to find strength in solitude, or let it slip away, drowned out by the relentless noise of life? The choice is yours. But remember this, the most formidable person isn't simply the one who stands alone. It's the one who has uncovered the power within their solitude and knows how to wield it with purpose and grace. Are you ready to become that person? The one who doesn't need a crowd to feel whole, the one who is unafraid to face their own reflection in moments of silence, the one who doesn't just exist but truly lives, mastering their life with confidence, strength, and an unshakable resolve. This is your moment. The choice is yours. Are you ready to embrace the power of solitude and step into the person you were always meant to be?